The economics of owning a casino.
Okay, so you want to buy a casino. Find
Yes,
a building,
sir.
hire the dealers, watch the chips come in. But here's the strange part. A casino is the only legal business in the world where math guarantees you a profit on every single dollar that walks through the door.
Really? I actually wonder how profitable casinos even are, since you always hear that the casino always has an edge on you, so it's like, why doesn't everyone just open a casino?
And it's also the business where the smartest, richest operators on the planet keep going bankrupt anyway. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how that's possible, how casinos actually make money on the inside, why having a mathematical edge on every bet still isn't enough to guarantee a profit, and why a casino isn't really the business most people think it is.
The price of entry. Y'all be messing with casinos? I've actually never really participated in a casino before. I know I'm 19 now. I could have started participating when I was 18, but I don't know. Now it's summer. I'll probably do like a quick $50 entry. I'll go in with $50. Hopefully I can 5x that money. But I've never really had like a desire to gamble. I know a lot of my friends sports gamble. I don't think I have like any avid casino goers, but people do like going to the casino. People do.
Casinos come in 3 sizes, and they're 3 completely different businesses. A small regional casino in Colorado costs $2 to $5 million. For that money, you get a few dozen slot machines, a couple of tables, a bar, and a parking lot full of locals showing up the first of every month to lose their grocery money. A mid-sized property runs you $500 million to $1 billion.
Whoa. All right, so in Colorado, you can buy a decent casino for $5 million, but dude, there's levels to this. Immediately 100xing the price when you go to, is this Vegas? I don't know if this is Vegas.
Think Borgata in Atlantic City, opened in 2003 for $1.1 billion. A real hotel, real restaurants, customers driving in from neighboring states. And then there's the Vegas Strip.
Ooh, how much is this gonna cost? $3 billion?
Where the price tag starts getting silly. The Cosmopolitan opened in 2010 for $3.9 billion.
Woo! But you also gotta realize that it's not just the casino as well, but it's also, dude, they have like massive, tall hotel properties as well. That probably rakes in a lot of money as well. But I wonder, does the casino or does the hotel make more money? Like, what profits more? I bet it's probably the casino. There's always like such an emphasis on it.
And is still the most expensive resort ever built on the Strip. But the building is just the start. 2 more costs nobody warns you about. The first is the license. In Vegas, around $770,000 a year. In New York, just applying costs $20 to $50 million.
Damn.
No guarantee. You're basically buying a lottery ticket where the prize is permission to spend a few more billion. The second is geopolitics. Macau in southern China is the biggest casino market on Earth. $28 billion in 2024, more than 3 times the entire Vegas Strip. But the Macau government issues exactly 6 concessions for the whole city. The next round of bidding is in 2032, or you could try North Korea. Kim Jong-un is currently looking for an investor to finish the Rugyong Hotel in Pyongyang.
No way there's gonna be a casino in North Korea. Dude, look how sad this looks, bro. It's just like all dull. Barely any people around. Dude, that's crazy expensive though. I've never thought about like the actual like prices, but dude, there's billions in this industry. More than billions. That's just for actually just building the thing.
A 105-floor building they started in 1987 and somehow have not finished in 38 years.
Dude.
Pay for the interior, you get the casino license. Estimated cost, another $2 billion on top of the $750
That is a sick structure though. It kind of sucks it's in North Korea though.
million already buried in it. Even the most isolated dictatorship on the planet understands that a casino is just a foreign currency vacuum with a roof on it. Now we get to the question that actually matters. Where does the money come from?
It comes from my friends. I'll admit it. They're all losers. The spear.
Every game in a casino is mathematically rigged, not in a cheating sense. The cards are real, the wheel is honest, the dice are clean.
Are they?
It's the rules that are rigged. The structure of every game guarantees that the casino wins more than the player over time. Always. The industry has a name for this, the house edge.
Yeah.
Easiest way to picture it. Imagine you and I bet on a coin flip. Heads, you win $1. Tails, I win $1. That's a fair bet. Zero edge. Now I change one rule. Heads still pays you $1, but tails I take $1 and a nickel. Same coin, same flip. But now, every time we play on average, I keep 5 cents. Boring on one bet. Catastrophic over 1 million bets.
Are there people who have actually like netted like millions out of casinos? I know there's like that one famous guy, like Mickey. I know Mickey said he had won like $11 million in one casino, but I wonder if that's real. Like, you can't take that at face value and like, yeah, Mickey's the GOAT and that's real. Because what if the casino bought his soul and pretended that he lost all his money? Because Mickey himself is considered to be the GOAT of gambling and against casinos. And he always talks about how he knows the secret to it. And if he released the method, all casinos would come crumbling down. But he hasn't released the method. But he says there is a method, which I feel like kind of tricks people into thinking that there is one. So they keep trying to spend money. What's the method? Can I find it on my own? Can I be as rich as Mickey and make millions of dollars? I'm suspicious of that guy.
That 5 cents is the house edge. Every casino game is just a different version of the same trick. Roulette is the cleanest example. European roulette has 37 numbers. If you bet $100 on a single number and win, the casino pays you $3,500.
Dang.
But the actual odds of hitting your number are 36 to 1, not 35 to 1.
Ooh, I see. Dang, everything is math.
So you should have been paid $3,600.
Yeah.
That missing $100 is the house's cut. Looks like nothing. But multiply it by 1,000 players a day, every day for 30 years. Now look at American roulette. Same wheel, same payout, same rules, except they added one extra slot. The double zero. By adding a single pocket, the casino doubled its edge from 2.7% to 5.26%.
Damn.
The player at the table cannot tell the difference. The math notices every single...
Bro, they're just trying to siphon money. Adding a double zero, bro, what's the point? Also, one extra thing. I never understood tipping in casinos. I know the casino people are nice to you and it's just like, oh, thank you for giving me a good hand. I won blackjack. Let me tip you $50. But it's like, bro, those people are out against you. You shouldn't be tipping them nothing. I talked about tipping culture in another video about, okay, maybe tip for good service. I think I will be against tipping in a casino. I know probably in the moment, you're probably drinking, you're lit. Here's a hundo. Those people are out against you. They're not going to be on your shoulder when you lose all your money. So why should you give them money when you're up? That's what I think. Maximize your profits.
time. But roulette isn't where the money lives. The real story is slots.
Ooh.
Slot machines
Never do slots. Slots are the most out against you. They can reprogram how much they want you to win.
run a house edge of 5 to 15%. And here's the part that breaks people's brains. The cheaper the machine, the higher the edge. Penny slots, the ones grandma feeds her change into.
Dude, just complete zombies. Opening your mouth, just drooling at the screen like... Oh, I won $2.
To all afternoon. Those are running 12 to
Oh my god, dude. This was like an actual zombie apocalypse.
15%. Per dollar wagered, grandma is statistically the most profitable customer in the entire building. She's giving the casino 30 times more than a millionaire playing blackjack at the high
Dang. What?
limit table, where the edge is just 0.5%. That's why if you walk onto any Vegas Strip casino...
So I think he said slots, the house has 5 to 15%. I think I heard that correctly. But then blackjack, only 0.5%. That I could work with.
floor, the first thing you'll see is a sea of slot machines. In 2024, slot machines alone brought the Strip $4.9 billion.
Woo!
That's more than every table game combined. Okay, so...
More than every table game combined, dude. I feel like we're educated on this. Looking at this video, like, yeah, slots are obviously the devil. I bet they are fun to spend, though. I bet they are. Never advocating for it. I mean, I'll probably do a spin or two. Lose money on it. But, dude, I'd be sad. If I, like, snapped out of it, I'm like, what am I doing right now? Look to my left, look to my right. Everyone's not even communicating with each other, just tapping away like they're hitting a big red button. Oh my goodness.
That's the math. Now the architecture. You've probably been in a casino. Notice anything missing?
Oh, yep. Constant bright lights, no windows, no clocks, no harsh edges when you're walking around. It's always a smooth walkway. You're never doing a 90-degree turn. And they do that so you're always just on autopilot. That's what they want you to be on autopilot. Hey, you want some drinks here on us? No sharp turns, so you don't have to think about where you're moving to. You're just going from slot machine to the table. And they're scary.
There are no windows.
I will admit though, it is really smart though, since whenever I'm at a hotel that has like a casino on the first floor, I'm always like, dude, this place is kind of lit. Obviously, I'm not betting there, but whoever made it is like a evil genius.
Anywhere. There are no clocks on the walls. The carpet patterns are subtly designed to push your eyes upward toward the slot machines.
Ooh, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
The walk from any table to the exit deliberately passes 10 more rows of slots, just in case you have anything left in your pocket. The industry has a term for all of this: engineered immersion. The goal isn't to win your money once. The goal is to keep you inside with no time reference until the math has time to do its work.
I also saw this thing, I don't even know how this is like legal, adding an ATM in a casino and making it so there's no like withdrawal like limit. I saw like a clip of this one guy, $20,000 he's taking out so he can go bet more on slots. I'm like, dude, how is that even legal? I feel like they should have ATMs like maybe like a block or two away. Obviously that would like tank revenue for them. I'm not siding with the casinos here. It's literally just you're taking advantage of everyone. I mean, that's kind of the whole premise, but just having an ATM there where they can just easily accessible, like, oh my god, I'm down. All right, let me take out $500 real quick and try making that money real quick. All right, roulette. Give me number 7.
And then there's the most surgical customer retention system ever invented in any industry, the player's club card. When you walk into a casino, they offer you a free card. You insert it into the slots, hand it to the dealer, and from that moment on, every bet you make is tracked. From that data, they calculate something called your theoretical loss. Bet $10,000 over an evening at a 5% edge. Your theoretical loss is $500. The casino then gives you back 5 to 10% of that number. Free dinner, free hotel room, free drink. In 2024 alone, Vegas Strip casinos gave away $4.4 billion in this stuff. They didn't lose that money, they invested it. Every comp is a calculated expense to keep you in the buildings.
Yeah, going back to Mickey, I remember them saying they would throw like private jets people's ways, buying them hotels, what a Rolls Royce they throw at him. Still suspicious about that Mickey guy, but I will admit, if they started giving me free burgers, I would be like, all right, maybe this place ain't too bad after all.
So the math has more time to work on you. And at the very top of this pyramid sit the whales. Roughly 0.1% of all casino customers account for over 25% of a total casino revenue. 1 in 1,000 customers generates a quarter of the entire industry's money.
Damn.
A good example is Dana White. He plays $25,000 per hand at blackjack. Won $2 million one weekend at the Palms.
Dude, how rich is Dana White? Ooh, that's the thing. If I'm rich, like, obviously, you can throw away a little more money. Obviously, it's kind of sad to say throw away money. $25,000 hands. I'll be shaking putting away a $5 chip. Like, please, please, do your magic.
Came back, won another $1.6 million. The casino banned him. Caesars and Bellagio still let him play, though. Why? Because the rest of the time, whales lose enormous amounts of money. The math always wins eventually. The whale always comes back. That's why a casino will fly a whale on a private jet from anywhere in the world, give them the penthouse for free, send a Michelin chef to their suite. Spending $500,000 to host one whale for the weekend is rational when their expected loss is $10 million. So here's the whole revenue model in one sentence. House edge multiplied by volume, multiplied by time, multiplied by repeat visits. And every single thing in the building exists to maximize one of those 4 numbers. So with all this, guaranteed math, billions in revenue, customers literally engineered to lose. Why do casino owners ever lose money themselves?
That's a good question.
The short answer is everything else. Out of every dollar of gaming revenue, about 70 to 80 cents is gone before you see anything. A typical strip casino runs on a 25 to 33% net margin. So, out of $1 billion in revenue, you keep around $250 to $330 million. Where does the rest go? About a third disappears into payroll. A strip resort employs 3,000 to 8,000 people. Another big chunk goes to taxes. Nevada is friendly at 6.75% of gaming revenue. Macau takes 40% off the top. Pennsylvania over 50% on slots. And then there's the stuff most people never think about. The costs that come from the casino actually being a casino. A Vegas property has more cameras per square meter than most prisons. Every table, every cashier, every escalator, every parking spot is on 24/7 watch, with a separate surveillance department that does nothing else. Then there are the cards themselves. Every strip casino swaps fresh decks onto each table every 4 to 8 hours to prevent marking, which adds up to millions of brand new decks thrown out every.
Interesting. I didn't think cards would be that much of a cost to them. I mean, they're still profitable nonetheless. Like, how greedy can you be? Like, oh, we're not making 50% back. They're still making hundreds of millions.
Every single year. The Bellagio keeps over $150 million in physical cash inside the building at all times. And the insurance and logistics for that alone cost millions. Drinks pour by the tens of thousands every day. Not out of generosity, but
Jesus Christ, what was that
drinks
haircut?
pour by the tens of thousands.
Dude. Not even Jinxie would ask for this haircut.
Every day. Not out of generosity, but because a slightly drunk gambler bets bigger and stays longer. And drunk gamblers fall, fight, and lose money they decide must be somebody else's fault.
Dude, see, like, everything about a casino is evil, but this is considerably one of the most evil things about it. ATM, all right, beep, beep, beep. All right, $5,000.
Which is why casinos get sued more often than doctors and pay liability premiums that climb every year. The math gives you a guaranteed top line. Everything below it is a fist fight. That fist fight is where most casino owners lose, and it has a small set of repeat patterns.
Where it goes wrong.
Casinos can fail for a lot of reasons. But two mistakes show up over and over again, and almost every famous casino bankruptcy in modern history boils down to one of them. Mistake 1. Too much debt. In 1990, Donald Trump opened the
I mean, that would kind of do it to anyone.
Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City and called it the 8th wonder of the world. He financed it with $675 million in junk bonds at 14% interest. Just to service the debt, the casino had to generate nearly $100 million a year before any other expenses. 6 months after opening, it missed its first bond payment. By 1991, it was in bankruptcy. Don't build a casino on debt that needs the building to be perfect from day one. No casino is perfect from day one. Mistake 2. Wrong product for the market. This one has killed a lot of buildings. In 2012,
What, like building in like the wrong location? Where would be like a wrong location to open up a casino? The Amazon rainforest? North Korea? Actually, I'm curious how North Korea would do with that. And obviously, we saw that earlier, but it's like, dang, I wouldn't expect that.
a $2.4 billion property called Revel opened in Atlantic City, built for Wall Street executives instead of bus trip retirees. They banned smoking on the gaming floor. No buffet. No players club. In the gambling world, that's roughly like opening a fitness club and banning sweat. The hedge fund crowd never showed up. The retirees they'd alienated never came. Closed 2 years later, sold for $82 million. 3 cents on the dollar.
Damn.
In 2016, Lucky Dragon opened off the Vegas Strip, a $160 million boutique casino built entirely
Ooh, I like that dragon. I love dragons. Dragons are sick.
for Asian customers. Asian language signage, feng shui interiors, no 4th floor. Turned out, Asian high rollers who flew to Vegas wanted Vegas. The fountains, the spectacle, the chaos. Not a smaller version of what they'd left at home. Closed 14 months later. Sold for $36 million. If you're going
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of stupid. Just only catering to one race. Like, you gotta cater to everyone if you're gonna open up this massive property to tourists.
To build a $2 billion building, make sure somebody actually wants to be inside it.
Wait, did they say that was $2 billion and they sold for $36 million? Oh! Oh my god. That's how you end lives there. Why it works at all? Because we have reoccurring customers.
Step back for a second. The economics of this industry are paradoxical. A casino has the most reliable revenue mechanism in business. There's no other industry where the math guarantees the top line so cleanly. A bakery doesn't know how many croissants it'll sell tomorrow. A casino knows almost exactly how much its slot machines will hold this year, give or take a few percent. And yet casino operators go bankrupt at rates that would embarrass a tech startup. Why? Because the math only works at scale and over time.
Ooh, a roller coaster. Dude, this would be crazy riding while drunk. Oh, loop-de-loop. Oh, alright, hit on 17, blackjack.
Every casino takes years to pay back its construction. The house edge is rigid. You can't raise it in a back.
Las Vegas is kind of weird since all the buildings are so big. The blocks are really like 4 blocks long. It feels like you're walking like a century, like, okay, we're 1 block away from the casino to Wendy's. I'm like walking for 25 minutes, like, dude, how am I halfway through the block right now? What is going on right now?
Year, which means everything outside the math has to also be perfect. Your debt, your costs, your country, your timing, the mathematical floor is bulletproof. Everything you build on top of it.
Imagine owning a casino though. You'd probably feel like on top of the world. Standing up here like, man, I built this. Walk downstairs, look at the slot people and like, all right, you guys are kind of stupid, but you guys can keep slotting away.
Isn't. The whole industry is essentially the same trade. Guaranteed revenue against
I'm gonna be honest, that's actually how I feel. POV, I'm walking through this aisle, I'm looking at these slot people like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, my IQ is probably higher than yours.
Guaranteed everything else. Survive 20 years of that, and the rewards are some of the largest fortunes ever built. Time to pull it all together and answer the actual question. How much money do you make if you do this right?
Couple $100 million. That's my guess.
2 scenarios, real numbers. Scenario 1, $5 million in Colorado. A small regional casino. Annual gaming revenue, about $10 million. After all operational costs, your real profit is around $2 million a year. Payback, 3 years. Not glamorous, recession resistant.
That's chill. I can work with that. I can work with that. Now let's see the big boys. Let's see Vegas.
The most boring American business with the word casino in it. Scenario 2, $1 billion in Las Vegas, a full strip resort. 2,000 hotel rooms, 100 tables, 3,000 slot machines. Annual revenue, $900 million.
Okay, 900 million. Probably gonna take back 125 million.
And here's a fun fact most people miss. Only 1/3 of that comes from gambling. The other 2/3 is hotel,
Ooh, okay, that's what I was curious about earlier. Dang, hotels actually make more than the casinos? That's actually kind of sick. Ooh, I'm kind of hungry just looking at this, like a nice restaurant right now. That'd be so good.
restaurants, shows, conventions. A modern strip casino is barely a casino. It's a resort that uses gambling as the loss leader to pull customers in. Net profit after everything, $250 million a year. Add another $50 million if your engineered immersion is dialed in. Payback, 4 years. Then you're earning $300 million a year.
300 M's a year. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And if you survive long enough, you become something specific. Sheldon Adelson started buying casinos in 1988.
Buying casinos, plural.
By the time he died in 2021, he was worth $35 billion.
Wow. Don't hate the player, hit the game. There's a motion party, you cannot get in. No.
One of the largest fortunes in American history. His company, Las Vegas Sands, makes around $32 million in revenue every single day.
Every day? Bro, I thought he was gonna say every year, which obviously we've been hearing all these big numbers. I'm like, okay, that's not that much, but day? Dude.
more than the entire
Add me into this.
annual revenue of most US casinos combined. So if you do decide to buy a casino, just remember the most important rule of this business. The house always wins.
The house always wins, bro. All right, y'all boys, man. W reacts. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new here. It would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs by the end of the summer. Please help a brother out. Shout out to these people for inspiring a man to open a casino. Let's see. Would you guys come to my casino? I'll see y'all in the next one.
Eating on some hot fries. Goddamn, my boy is hot outside. Please don't try to diss me.